Let's hear it for our band. Happy Sunday, everyone. I am here to tell you, you're in for a treat today on many, many levels. And one of the treats is we are not alone. So we are going to be joining forces with Unity of Fort Worth today. And we are live streaming our service into their sanctuary, starting right after the meet and greet. And I am going to be their guest speaker from this very platform. So we're doubling our impact. We're here in Texas and in San Francisco today. Let's give that a round of applause. And for those of you who I may not have met, I am Reverend Ken Daigle. And I'm so glad you're joining us online and here in the room. As you can see on the screen, if you take a look behind you, you guys online won't be able to see it, but you'll see it in a moment. That's the Unity Fort Worth service going on simultaneously to us right now. So this is groundbreaking for us at Unity, and we step into this fully and completely. Isn't that great? It's like, we are a vibrant spiritual community, honoring the divine presence in all and radiating the unity message through loving service. That is our vision statement. Did you know that? We are a vibrant spiritual community. We are honoring the divine presence in all, and we radiate the unity message through service. So let's take this moment to take that to prayer. I invite you to get comfortable, and the prayer chaplains are going to hold space for us. And we take this moment to open ourselves to the divine within, knowing that right here and right now, we have everything that we need. Right here and right now, we understand vibrancy to mean the very energy of our being, not dependent on physical ability, but presence of spirit, our enthusiasm, our passion, our zeal, our wisdom. And we radiate this message of love, of compassion, of spiritual wisdom and understanding, of hope and possibility to the world, so that everyone, every single person can know this truth, can radiate it out from their being to the planet. And we are fully present for each other and for all that life brings. for this day, for this spiritual community, for all that we do and all that we are. We are truly grateful. And together we say, Amen. Ashe.
Blessed always, blessed always, for divine love shines within us. Let our joy be so triumphant that we rest in God and say Amen. Blessed always, blessed always, for divine love shines within us. Let our joy be so triumphant that we rest in God and say Amen. Blessed always, blessed always, for divine love shines within us. Let our joy be so triumphant that we rest in God and say Amen. Blessed always, blessed always, for divine love shines within us. Let our joy be so triumphant that we rest in God and say Amen. Let our joy be so triumphant that we rest in God and say Amen. Rest in God and say Amen.
Good morning, Unity San Francisco. It's so good to see you all, to be on stage with Reverend Ken again.
We used to do this so much
We
together.
did.
It's nice to
been a
be
long
back
time.
with David and here with all of you. So we are named 2026 is our year of manifestation. And there's so many different ways we can talk about that, but it mostly is personally. What do you want to create? What is it that you desire to manifest in this year? Is it peace of mind? Is it something specific in your life?
Yeah, and so for me, that word imagination comes up when I think of manifestation, because it kind of starts with your mind and your heart in alignment, and then that's how manifestation comes. It's the first step.
Yeah, well, because everything, absolutely everything that is created by man begins in mind as a thought, right? This
beautiful.
building thought it begins, and relationships begin as a desire, as an imagining of what it's like to be in relationship, and then we practice.
Yeah, that's
right?
maybe a little bit more of the challenging part of it.
Absolutely, and especially with family, right?
Yeah.
I'm watching it with my kids as they learn how to be with other kids, and they learn how to be in family and how to interact with each other. It's like, oh my God.
Yeah. Lessons we can take into our
adulthood.
Yes. Yeah, and so, I think in creating this, using manifestation to create our world, it kind of takes us to our 2026 affirmation. For me, that's how that reminds it. Do we have the clicker? Actually, there you go. The affirmation, I'll read it once, and then you can read it with me, and holding it with your heart and imagining it so it can become a reality. Yeah. All right. I commit to creating in the realm of infinite possibility. Let's know this together.
I commit to creating in the realm of infinite possibility.
Yes, and so it is.
So we have our spiritual connection cards. If you did not get a bulletin, I invite you to raise your hand right now. Our ushers will hand a bulletin out to you. And if you did get a bulletin, on the other side, on the flip, there's a little tear out, which is our spiritual connection card. So I invite you to fill it out, whether you're here for the first time or here for the 100th time. We ask everyone to please take out your bulletin and fill out the spiritual connection card.
Yeah, and
I'll wait.
It's also a great way to stay on our mailing lists, and sometimes we get periodic booklets in the mail and stuff. So very important. Sign
and
up
the
for it.
spiritual connection card also has spiritual practices on it and other things that they sit on my desk. I go over them. I hold them in prayer all week, and it's a great way for us to connect. So.
Speaking of first-time guests, if you're a first-time guest, well, first and foremost, we are so grateful that you're here. If you're joining us online, we also see you and love you. And so if you're here in the room, we have a special gift in the foyer, and our intention, our hope, our manifestation is that you find warmth and welcome in our community.
Yeah. And if you're online and you're a first-time guest, please check the spiritual connection card, which is in your in the chat. You can check the spiritual connection card, and we'd love to send you an electronic gift as well. So, I also have the sad news to let you know that Anna Yang, a longtime member here, made her transition 2 weeks ago, and we've been working with her children, Cynthia and Christina, to plan her memorial service. So Anna started coming to Unity when we were back at our old location about 20 years ago. And she's been a long-time member. She's been sick for the last year, so you might not have seen her for the last year, but she made a peaceful transition at home, surrounded by her family and friends, and we are planning a beautiful service here. It'll be on Saturday, May 16th at 12 noon right here in the sanctuary, and there'll be food that the family's providing, and Misa is singing, and the band is going to be here as well. It is going to be a special Saturday, and special Sunday that week. So if you want to honor Anna, you can also go to the website. It's on, we'll make sure that the information is on our website so that you can send a note to the family.
Yeah, we're holding her family in our hearts.
Yes.
Meditation is one of the central spiritual practices that we hold at Unity San Francisco. And so we have a number of opportunities in which you can engage in meditation. The first of which is on Sundays here in the room and simultaneously online. There's usually a sound meditation or some kind of guided meditation.
Yeah.
Then what if I need a boost during the week, Reverend Ken?
So we have a group of dedicated meditators who will meditate with you at 12 noon. You can jump onto our website, click onto the noon meditation, and spend 15 minutes in the middle of the day as a reset, as a way to restart your day.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
And at any time, if you need some meditation, go to our website, unitysf.org. We have a rich catalog of resources for meditation.
Okay. So now we're going to move into our community song. When we do, after our community song, we will go into meet and greet, where we'll get a chance to say hi to each other, and then we'll get a chance to say hi to the folks in Fort Worth. So I invite you to stand now as you're willing and able, and make a joyful noise with us as we sing I Release and I Let Go.
It seems nowadays that nothing goes your way and things just never turn out right. Like no matter what you do, it never works for you, and you've lost the will to fight. So first, let me say, there's a better way. If you make a brand new start, there's good coming to you, and all you gotta do is open up your heart. Now stop and just breathe in. Quit this thinking. Know that you have been abundantly provisioned. Trust and believe that you can receive it. Affirm this with me and say, I release and I let go, go. I release and I let go, go. I release and I let go. Oh yes, I'm only here for God. I'm only here for God. I release and I let go, go. I release and I let go, I release and I let go. Oh yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggles, no more strife, no more trauma in my life. All that pain I left behind. Oh yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggles, no more strife, no more trauma in my life. All that pain I left behind. Oh yes, I'm only here for God. Yes, I'm only here for God. I release and I let go, go. I release and I let go, go. I release and I let go. Oh yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife, no more trauma in my life. All that pain I left behind. Oh yes, I'm only here for God. 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 We have reached our time of meet and greet. Please greet your neighbors with handshakes, hugs, toe taps, and fist bumps. Happy Sunday.
Hello and welcome to everyone. We're so glad that you're here with us, whether you're joining us from across the city or somewhere around the world. If you're watching our live stream, we'd truly love to hear from you. Your experience matters to us, and your feedback helps us grow and serve more fully. So feel free to reach out to us anytime at office@unitysf.com and let us know what we're doing well and what we can do better. And if this ministry is supporting you, inspiring you, or making a difference in your life, I invite you to support our work. At Unity San Francisco, we are committed to creating a world that works for all people, unapologetically inclusive, radically welcoming, and grounded in love. Your generosity helps us to continue to show up in that mission, both in this community and around the world. You can give easily by using the QR code on your screen. Thank you for being part of this community. We're grateful that you're here. Namaste.
in Fort Worth? Hey, Ryan, hey, Bruno, can you give them a show? No, here, this camera, guys, everybody, this camera, over here, wave to me, not to that, to me. This is the camera. This is the camera. That's the camera, guys. That's what they're seeing. Hello, Fort Worth. All righty. Thank you, band. Let's hear it for our band. Hello, Unity Fort Worth. We are so delighted that you and we get to play together today. For those of you who I have never met, I am Reverend Ken Daigle. I'm the senior minister here, and I am so delighted that we're able to span this distance and be one in unity. So we're going to be talking today about unapologetic manifestation, and I know in Unity Fort Worth they're starting a book study right now, this afternoon, about unapologetic manifestation, and we are in the middle of a class about it too. So I am so honored that these teachings that were given to me are being spread and carried forth all through our Unity communities. But beyond that, I think it's powerful for the whole world. When I was writing this, I talked about abundance in very specific terms. I have 5 components of abundance: vibrant health, enriching relationships, work you love, leisure time, and financial and material resources. And that's the order I put them in the book. And the editor said, no, you need to put money up front. You need to put finances up front, because a lot of people come to prosperity teachings or come to manifestation because of a need around money. And it is like swallowing the big toad first, right? Because a lot of us have a lot of issues around money that have been carefully taught to us, or we've taken on from our families, from society, and from the wounds of life itself. So we're here, as I've been taught, to confront that, to look at it bravely, courageously, and to shift what is into what could be. So there's a song that one of our staff members found for us. It's a Quincy Jones tune sung by Little Richard originally, but today you're going to get it by our own Misa Malone.
Don't bother me, 'cause I'm a scholar when it comes to the almighty dollar. Money, 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 money is, money's on my break. Make that dollar, make me holler. Want that more to buy. Hey. Money, 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 money. Yes. Money, 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 money. Money, 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 money. Money, 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 money. Give me that money. Money, 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 money. Yes. Money, 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 money. The only thing on my mind. Woo!
Thank you, sweetheart. Woo! Whoa. I got it. You can't in those heels. You can't possibly bend over and pick that up. All right. How many people are triggered by that? How many people are excited by that? That's the whole point. Because either money, the need for it, the desire for it, the longing for it, the hoarding of it, or the fear of it and the wasting of it and the lack of it sometimes can be overwhelming, can be the wounds or the belief systems, frequently known as BS, that run our lives, not consciously, but subconsciously. You know, I've been teaching this for a while. I've been doing this work, and many of you have been part of that here in this room, and maybe some of you in Fort Worth as well, but I'm going to tell you a little story. I was teaching my abundance course called Absolute Abundance early on in New York City, right? One of the richest cities in the United States, one of the most prosperous cities in the United States. And I had 20-something people in the class, and we had this exercise, an inheritance letter. Everybody in the class got an inheritance letter, and they opened their letter, and they saw how much they had, and then they had to decide how they were going to allocate the money. This as much is going towards savings. This much is going to investments. This much is going to where I'm tithing of my time, of my treasure. So much of this is going to these people and this situation until the very end, the dollar amount would be zero so that they could become conscious of what they would do with this kind of windfall. Well, one of the women in the class opened up her letter, and it had $150 million. Think about that. You got $150 million inheritance. And she looked at me and she said, I can't do this. And I said, excuse me? She goes, I can't, I don't want to play this, and this just makes me too nervous. This makes me upset. I say, I don't want anything to do with this kind of money. And I looked at her and said, we were sitting in a church, and I said, you can't think of an organization that you love and support that might like this money? And she goes, no, I would not accept this amount of money. I wouldn't take it. And so she sat there while the rest of the class did the exercise. It wasn't a real inheritance of $150 million. It was just an exercise. But it was so telling that it made her so uncomfortable. And that honesty, that level of honesty, is really admirable. I thanked her for it. But I also pointed out that our beliefs around money, not money itself, is what's driving our lives. Our beliefs that money is hard to get, that there's not enough, that money is limited, there's only so much, what we call the zero-sum game, that if I take what I want, a slice of the pie, that may mean that there's not enough left for you. And that when we have this idea of money as something that needs to be carefully allocated, that it can't expand and grow, then it brings a lot of anxiety and fear sometimes into our lives. Or a subconscious belief that rich people are evil. It may have been taught to us by a loving grandmother or by a teacher that somehow people with resources are uncaring. People with wealth don't really care for the rest of us. And I even heard it recently in my classes that people are saying, well, Reverend Ken doesn't know what it's like to suffer. Reverend Ken doesn't understand what it's like not to have money. So let me be really clear. I have been bankrupt. I have declared bankruptcy. I have been not able to pay the bills and relied on the kindness of other people to get me through those periods. So I totally know and experience what that's like. And I manage the money here. So I understand what it is to make it go as far as it possibly can go, even when it seems like a huge windfall. There are competing and challenging moments that we all face around the very concept of money. Recently, we had Dr. Maria Nemeth here, and she wrote the book, The Energy of Money. She's become a friend, and she's a great, great teacher and ally. If you want one of these books after she signed them, she just sent them home with me last week, and they're all signed. They're on the table downstairs. And if you in Fort Worth or online want one, write us here at the Unity SF office. I'm glad to get one to you. In her book, she writes about structures of knowing. This idea that this lens that we look through colors our whole perception of the world. And those structures of knowing are carefully built from the time we're a child to the time we grow up. And those things, those stories about money, is really what's driving the show. I read The Energy of Money years ago when I was in ministerial school, and I quoted it and I used it in the book I just wrote, Unapologetic Manifestation, and then I met Dr. Maria, and she is fantastic. It is so wonderful to now be friends with her. And I wrote, the stories we've built around money can become prisons, trapping us in situations we long to escape. I can't afford it is an affirmation, folks. I can't afford it is a mantra that we say unconsciously all the time. What if we shifted it to, I choose not to spend my money on that. I choose to invest my money differently. That's nice, but what's really important to me is this. And choosing consciously to shift out of the lack thinking that permeates all of our lives and shift into an abundance consciousness. Another friend of ours, Lynn Twist, who has shared this platform with us, wrote a book called The Soul of Money. So we have the energy of money and the soul of money. And Lynn talks about it this way. She says, scarcity is not an amount of money. Scarcity is a way of thinking. And we can know that by looking at our country. We sit, we live, we have our being in the richest country in the world, filled with billionaires and millionaires and tons of prosperity. We are in one of the richest cities, both Fort Worth and here in San Francisco, in all of the United States. And yet, many of us feel there's not enough. There's not enough to go around, and scarcity is a consciousness even for the very wealthy. Even for the very wealthy. You can see them, we've got to cut spending. We've got to worry about this and that. There's not enough to go for all of us. But a prosperity, a sufficiency mindset is when we shift to knowing that with Spirit, with God, all things are possible. All things are possible. And we stop looking for specific ways and sources of income and understand that it's all part of a holistic whole. The way I like to talk about it and think about it is when you believe your abundance can only come from one source. So I have people say to me all the time, well, I'm on a fixed income. My father says that to me all the time. You know, Ken, I'm living on a fixed income now. Yeah, but Dad, it's fixed in the millions. right? It's fixed in the hundreds of thousands. So it's not quite the same. But I'm living on a fixed income. That saying understands that the money only comes from one source. So it's my pension. That's the source of all of my good. It's my Social Security. That's the source of all of my good. It's my job. That's the source of all of my good. But when we know that our good can come from a variety, a plethora of channels, it opens up. So yes, you may be on a pension. That may or may not change. But what about unexpected income? What about a side gig? What about spirit itself? One of the things that happened this week here is that all of our staff members got a bonus check. Got a bonus check in their checks today because one of our donors decided that they were spiritually fed by our staff and that they wanted to give more. So there were surprises in everyone's paycheck today that people came up to me in tears because they weren't expecting that money. And I love, Edwene Gaines taught me years ago, I expect unexpected income. I expect unexpected income. And that mantra shifts us all and opens us to the realm of infinite possibility and rather than being stuck in lack. One of the other amazing things I got to do when I was teaching abundance to many, many people around the country and around the world, and I'm still doing, is the $100 bill exercise. How many people have taken my class and have done the $100 bill exercise? About half the room here. So you guys are not going to play, okay? Sit this one out. But for those of you who have never played this game, I want to play this game with you. So I'm going to put this down, Bruno. Someone else will click for me. So this is how the game goes, and I write about it in the book, for those of you who read the book. In the middle of the class, I take out a fake $100 bill, and I show it to the entire class. And they see it, and people hold it, and they see it's a fake. It's got nothing on one side. It's just a piece of paper with a $100 bill on the other side. And I rip it into tiny pieces, and then I throw it on the floor. Nobody seems to mind, right? But then I take out a real $100 bill, like this one. You want to get a close-up of that, Bruno? Right? Ooh, here we are, zooming in. This is a real fresh $100 bill. I just took it out of the bank this morning, so I wanted to see this. So what are you going to do if I do this? What if I do this again? Oh, wow, these bills are tougher than they used to be. $100 bill in pieces. Whoa. Ah. And people would literally say to me, oh my God, that can be replaced. And I'd say, well, wait. God, Spirit, the Almighty, can't replace that $100 bill? And someone would say to me, well, not if you did it on purpose. And I thought, oh, so your God's just bitter and mean. Your God's angry at you. Or they'd say to me, you're not being a good steward. Or they'd say to me, that could feed so many people. And again, I'd say, isn't it replaceable? If money is energy, or if money has a soul, isn't the soul eternal? And isn't energy something that can't be destroyed? It only changes forms. So do we believe these things, or do we just give lip service to them? And nothing shows that more than ripping up a $100 bill in front of people. And here's the thing. People say, that is just wasteful. I say, how many pairs of shoes or coats or pants do you have in your closet right now that you've never worn? That you've worn only once, right? That you wore once for a special occasion and it has sat in the back of your closet ever since, right? That does not limit your good. Your belief that it limits your good is what limits your good. My ripping up a $100 bill does not limit it coming to me. Your belief that it does is what limits your good. One of the people in the class literally said to me, when I said, well, don't you believe God could replace that? What if it burned in a house fire? And she goes, well, not if I set the house fire. So that God is unforgiving as well. And I know, and I believe, and I'm working on in my being a loving God who constantly showers good upon me. Not because of what I do, but because I'm ultimately worthy. You don't get what you negotiate. You don't get what you're worthy of. You get what you believe you're worthy of. Your belief system is what drives this show, is what makes money either enjoyable or painful in your life. This $100 bill laying at my feet can be taped back together, right? The bank will take it as long as all the pieces are there. I have burnt it in front of people. Yes. Look, there's a whole other, oh my God! Again, the belief that it can't be, it's a piece of paper. It's not actually the currency of life. But we believe it is so forcefully that it makes people do crazy things. Crazy things for money, for the lack of money, and about money. We cheat and we lie and we hoard. And hoarding doesn't make you rich. Hoarding blocks the flow, right? Hoarding, it disconnects you from the flow of life. It disconnects you from the part of giving and receiving. It connects you from that understanding that we're here to receive good from multiple channels and multiple sources. So the last part of the exercise is I take out another crisp $100 bill. Who's got a lighter? Oh, look at that. She still won't let go of that. I was like, oh my God. And I hold up the new $100 bill and I say, who deserves this? And I told you if you've been here before, you can't play the game, Alan. Nice try again. So back here, come on up. You gotta take concrete steps in the world to get your money. He wants to sit back and not come up and get it.
I'm not dressed for the altar today.
Oh. He said, for those of you who couldn't hear online, there you go.
Wow, is that real?
Yeah.
Oh, dear, I haven't seen one of these since most of you were born.
Is that true?
Yeah, I haven't seen I never have $100 bills. In my hand, this is very empowering.
Okay, so we can't, so he says he never hears a $100 bill. You can't talk because they can't hear you online. Okay? All right, so I'll speak for you, all right? So now what you get to do is understand this is part of the flow. This is just part of the flow of the universe. And because you were willing to raise your hands, you got it, right? You got the $100 bill.
First time ever.
Not the last. He said first time ever, not the last. I expect unexpected income. I expect unexpected miracles. I expect bounty, right? I expect good. Thank you.
Where's that match?
Good. Thank you. Now, I wish I could reach out across the screen and find a way to do that to you online. For those of you in the room, thank you for coming up. For those of you in Fort Worth, we'll talk about something in the book study where you get to duplicate that experience. But I want you to understand that when we are willing to receive, when we're willing to receive our good, miracles open up. I'm leaving directly from here to get on a plane and go to London. I'm flying business class. I'm going to spend 4 days in London and fly back here. And I'm not paying for any of it. I'm being paid to do it because I expect unexpected income. I expect bounty and abundance in my life. I am going to sleep on the way to London and wake up in London tomorrow morning. I am going to teach what I do to a group of people, of executives in London for 2 days, and then get on a plane and come back with more money in my pocket. And that is what I know is available for each and every one of us. It may not be London, it may not be the same circumstances, and of course it will be different. But when I can shift my mind, when you can shift my mind. So this kid who was bankrupt and asking for help and unbelieving in his own worth has been able to transform this through these teachings to a true understanding of giving and receiving. Those $100 bills you just saw me are my personal money. They're not the church's money, they're my money. And I give it freely. I am in the flow of giving and receiving. And when we don't step fully into giving and receiving, consciously, purposefully, meaningfully, we become clogs in the wheel. And Marianne Williamson puts it this way: the universe keeps a perfect set of books. What you give, you shall receive. And what you withhold shall be withheld from you. So I can't afford it is a mantra. It is a way of life. I can't do that is a way that limits your good. Whatever it is, give. Whatever the amount, give and step fully into the flow of giving and receiving. And it's not just churches who believe this. Because I know I've heard all this, oh, churches just want your money. It's all about da-da-da-da-da. And it's like, that's not true. Joseph Campbell talks about it this way. Money is congealed energy, and releasing it releases life's possibilities. There are people who know this. There are people who understand and live in this consciousness, and that's what I want for all of us, to be in the flow of giving and receiving. You know, Misa and the music team here all put on their biggest bling because I was going to be talking about money. And I wore jeans and a nice embroidered shirt. And there are billionaires who wear t-shirts to work, right? There are billionaires who wear jeans and t-shirts. There are people who have very little but dress up for church on Sunday in their finest. What it opens up is that inside you, your belief around riches, around abundance, around money determines how you will live. Let's take that to our time of meditation. I invite you to get comfortable. I invite you to let the chair you're sitting in hold you. I invite you to take a deep breath and to fully exhale. For this moment is all that there is. This blessing that we call life exists in between the inhale and the exhale. In the consciousness that we create. And in the consciousness that we create is the life we build. 5 steps to create the life you want. Focus your mind. I invite you to focus your mind on abundance. Whatever it is that you want to manifest for an abundant life. I invite you to focus on the feelings that abundance will bring to you. And breathe into the wholeness of this moment, into the very life that we are creating. And shift your consciousness. Notice where you are feeling tight. Notice where you're feeling scared. Notice where worry and fear have set up camp in your body. And use your breath to breathe into that area and release it as well. Shifting the cellular memory of fear into the infinite possibilities of hope. Shifting our belief systems, our BS, to the infinite possibilities of the universe. And then I invite you in your mind's eye to take a concrete step into the world, to create something new by being different than you've always been, giving more, receiving gratefully and extravagantly. And to share your journey, to talk about the shifts, to talk about the dreams, to talk about the hope. Share your personal journey of abundant life. Share your desires for more for the planet, for creating a world that works for everyone, no exceptions and no exclusions. Sharing from the bounty of all that God provides, and living in to the openness that is the true source of spirit. I frequently say that when our good shows up different than we imagined it would, that's spirit, that's God, that's source, not our ego. And to revel in the surprises that money, that abundance, that life provides. I am constantly amazed at the good that is waiting for me around every corner. And as I open my heart and mind more and more, as you open your heart and mind more and more, I see it flowing in like the tide. I see it rolling down like a river from the mountains. I see your life as a blessing, overflowing the banks and nurturing and nourishing all the land. That is the gift of an abundant life. That is your birthright. See it, feel it, experience it in the silence. We sang earlier in our service, we sang, I release and I let go. I invite us all in Texas and in California and from wherever you are watching this today to release all those thoughts and beliefs that are keeping us small. For your playing small doesn't serve the world. You're stepping into your abundance, your wholeness. You're surrendering to what is, opens every possibility. And so we will end this meditation with this song, with this understanding that there is more waiting for us than we can ever imagine. And we open to the infinite possibilities of this moment.
I will surrender to my greatest, highest good. I will release any fear that blocks my way. For every step I take is taken in pure faith. And I am stronger every moment, every day. My mind is willing and my heart is open wide. I trust my instincts and let spirit be my guide. I vow to live a life that's real and pure and free. As I continue walking in this mystery, there may be walls, there may be roadblocks in my way, but I can choose to take a higher path each day. And now I know that I thought was safe and sound was only habit and regret that held me down. I will surrender to my greatest, highest good. I will release any fear that blocks my way. For every step is taken in pure faith, and I am kinder every moment, every day, and I am more loving every moment, every day. I will surrender every moment, every day.
Ariana. That was beautiful. Thank you so much. Thank you. And I want to say goodbye to our friends in Fort Worth. Thank you for letting me get carried away. I get excited about these teachings, and because it has made such a profound impact in my life, I am so delighted that we were able to share our services together. Thank you, and goodbye.
Bye.
Bye. So I'm now going to pick up all this $100 bills because I want to put it into the basket as it comes around too. Woo. Yeah, and I'll let this office staff tape it back together.
Tape it up. I love it. Thank you so much, Rev Kim, for that talk. I've gotten to sit under your teaching for a lot of years now, and I would probably say that's one of my favorite talks.
Oh,
so,
thank you.
I can't wait for it to be posted online so I can reshare it, because the world really needs this powerful message, right? But there's an infinite amount of good in the world, and this money is just a symbol of
It's a
it,
symbol.
right?
This is a symbol of the good and the things we can do with that good and being in the flow. There's another great line. I know Alan Klein, who's sitting here, well, it's from Thornton Wilder. Money's like manure. You got to spread it around.
Yes. Right? That's where seeds grow, right? Things grow out of it.
That's how things grow. That's how change.
I love that.
So we're going to go back to your spiritual connection card now.
And so in your bulletin, it's you filled this out earlier. Then it's on the back side of this, and then it's also within your bulletin that you can take home with you and be reminded of it throughout the week.
On that and inside your bulletin is your spiritual practices for the week. And what I'm asking you to do is notice your beliefs about money. Notice how many times you say, I can't afford it, right? I don't have it, right?
Yeah.
Just notice your beliefs about the limiting money, right?
Right, and then challenge your limiting beliefs, right? Oh my gosh, there's only one $100 bill that can be used, right? What other ways can you challenge your limiting beliefs?
And then to practice a conscious circulation. So to practice, where do I want to invest this? If you think of it as not giving it away, that's also a belief. The squandering this, I'm wasting it. It's like, where am I investing this money? Where am I putting it so that it grows and prospers, me and others, right?
I love that, that. And then finally, affirm your worthiness.
Yes, because we only keep what we believe we're worthy of. Right? Knowing that you are a divine expression and that you deserve an abundant, prosperous life.
Oh, amazing. Thank you so much again for that. All right, and following service, we have a spiritual discussion group, and this is where, if you're here in the room, it's downstairs in our classroom, and if you're joining us online, go to our website, unitysf.org, and you will see a Zoom button, and click on that, and we can come together and talk about this very emotionally charged message, and also get to connect with folks all over the world, because Unity San Francisco is all over the world, as we've seen.
And so now it's time to talk about our time, talent, and treasure. So in the book and in all of our teachings, we divide this into understanding. Time is our devotion of our time to our spiritual unfoldment. So that's prayer, that's meditation, that's being here on Sunday, that's reading these books. It's in the study and the practice of our lifting ourselves, our consciousness. Talent is volunteering. We need volunteers. We need new ushers and greeters. We need people to help with hospitality. We need you. So if this is your spiritual community and you want to support us, please see Laura Lee or Renee if you want to join hospitality team. Please see Casson. Casson, stand up so everybody gets to know you. You're new here. If you want to be part of the usher greeter team and make a difference when people walk in the door, become an active member by volunteering here. Right?
Yeah, and I've been thinking a lot about this time, talent, and treasure, been writing about it, and I think it comes down to the fact you matter. Right, like we all have a place, and so when it kind of puts time, talent, treasure is putting a framework to the fact that you matter.
And then there's treasure.
Yeah.
Right, and then there's treasure. So one of the examples of that we have in our community today, a member raised her hand and said, I want to sponsor the hospitality, and is making a very generous donation to sponsor Hospitality Day. So I'd like to honor Victoria. Thank you. Thank you so much, Victoria, for sponsoring the food we're going to have downstairs after this. And know that everything we experience is from a gift from someone. Everything we are experiencing here today is because someone gave of their treasure so that we could hear this music, hear this band, hear these speakers that come here and share this gorgeous space. That's all the gifts of treasure. So
if you want to sponsor a future hospitality, future band, sponsored band.
So next week's taken. We have a hospitality sponsor and a band sponsor next week, right? So fabulous. You don't want to miss next week. And Reverend Elizabeth and I are going to be speaking about Earth Day together on platform. So we're going to celebrate Earth Day, and we've got great food and music ready for us all, right?
Yes, and how do you give, right? There are a number of ways in which you can give. You can use your phone to scan that QR code. You can go to our website, unitysf.org, and you can also give. There's envelopes in the seat backs in front of you, and we're happy to take cash. And as the ushers are coming into place, we have an affirmation to hold and anchor this time of giving. I'll read it once, and then you can read it with me. I give with abundant love and joy. As I give, I receive. Let's know this together.
I give with abundant love and joy. As I give, I receive.
Yeah.
Dropping it. Where'd it go?
Let's make sure we got all of that.
I don't know. There it is. Okay. Yeah. It is blessed.
Yeah, there are a number of really cool events coming up. The first of which is my friend, Christian Daigle Huerta, and he is a world-renowned author, and he's written a lot about queer spirituality. He's also written about relationships and consciousness, and he's leading a very powerful session on breathwork. And breathwork is the power of getting to connect with the most basic parts of being alive and using it to get spiritual insights, and it's so powerful.
And it's going to be here in the sanctuary, underneath this gorgeous dome, laying on the floor and experiencing the breathwork. So sign up for the breathwork workshop. It's online right now. You can sign up and reserve your spot right now. So please sign up so that we know how many people to prepare for this event. That's on May 3rd. And then I could be Transmarch.
Yeah, so we hold Unity San Francisco the value of the diversity, of the richness, the vibrancy that we have within our community. And so we have upcoming, there is a trans march where as trans allies, trans folks can come together and stand for something. And so sign up. It's on June 27th, it's a Saturday, so kind of mark that in your calendar, and it'll be in the Embarcadero area in San Francisco.
You know, and I just want to say this about this. In all human experiences, when people feel pushed or squeezed or that they're in fear, like we've all been in scarcity thinking, they push against the most marginalized and the most downtrodden members of that community. Right? And so for whatever reason, there are people who are targeting and isolating our trans brothers and sisters. And we know that that is not the highest and the best thinking. So rather than calling other people down and putting them down for what they're doing, we'd like to stand for something. And we're going to stand with our trans brothers and sisters and march for them. That it could be all of us, right? Because what we do to the least among us, we do to all. All. That is the spiritual teaching. And it is important that we embody the solution.
Yeah, that's so beautiful. And the next one I'll let you take.
So I'm doing a retreat at Unity Village. How many people have been to Unity Village? It is stunning, and we're going back, and it's going to be 5 steps, 4 days. It's going to be Monday, September 21st through Friday, September 25th, 4th, I can't remember. What's it say? 25th on the slide. It tells me right there on the 25th. And it's going to be interactive, experiential, immersive. We're going to have music. Miss Misa's coming. We're going to do labyrinth walks. We're going to be doing nature walks. We're going to be breaking things to get all that anger out. Yes. And we are going to be doing burning bowls, and we're going to be creating the life we truly want. So you've got months to plan. It's very reasonable and affordable, and I invite you to talk to me about it because I think it is something you really want to experience. Unity Village is pretty special.
Yeah, and it's in Missouri. It's an amazing place.
Yeah.
All right, and if you would like prayer, something was raised in you, or you need something to hold in consciousness, one of our beautiful prayer chaplains, they're wearing the white stoles here in the room, are happy to confidentially hold that higher good and pray for you. You can also submit a prayer request online through our website.
Okay. And so Thank you to everybody who makes today's service possible. The volunteers we do have, our ushers and greeters, our platform assistant, our music team, our AV team, our hospitality team,
Board of directors,
our prayer
chaplains.
And now it is time to stand and rock out once again to our music, to our band, to peace.
We want peace, yeah. 1, 2, 3, sing. Here it is once again in our face. Why haven't we learned from our past? We're at the crossroads of our human race, facing the shadows we cast. We want peace, we want it, yes, we want peace, we want it, yes, we want peace, and we want it fast. We want peace, we want it, yes, we want peace, we want it, yes, we want peace, we want it to last. Peace in my actions brings peace, everlasting for peace. There are things we must do. Peace we inhabit when we know we have it. It's thriving within me and you. Peace in my actions brings peace, everlasting for peace. There are things we must do. Peace we inhabit when we know we have it. It's thriving within me and you. Let there be peace on earth, my friends, and let it begin right now. Let there be peace on earth, my friends. Let's make this us all about. We want peace, we want it, yes, we want peace, we want it, yes, we want peace, and we want it fast. We want peace, we want it, yes, we want peace, we want it, yes, we want peace, we want it to last. Peace in my actions makes peace, everlasting for peace. There are things we must do. Peace we inhabit when we know we have it. It's thriving within me and you. Peace in my actions brings peace, everlasting for peace. There are things we must do. Peace we inhabit when we know we have it. It's thriving within me and you. Gather round, ignite the flame. True within, we're all the same. In the silence, spirit calls. Break the fears and break the walls. I know, 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 I know. With the light now, I awaken. With the love now, I'm unshaken. With the truth now, I am changing. Finding peace, it's amazing. Now I'm free, claiming my part. Peace begins inside my heart. Hey, hey, hey. Mirror bright, I see